Hi guys, and today's video is going to be on Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. So he is my original design. Credits do go to Craft Muse for the basic tsum body pattern. Yeah, so like I said, he is my original design. He is a super he's a super really easy design, so this video shouldn't be too long. But yeah, so other than that, the materials. So the materials you're going to need to make Yondu here is you're going to need 2 pony beads, or 2 types of beads for the eyes. If you don't have beads, you can use safety eyes or wrapped bands. You're also going to need a hook. I'm going to be using a rainbow loom hook like always. You can use a crochet hook if you prefer to use that. You're also going to need a C-clip or stitch marker. Can't find my C-clip, but C-clip or stitch marker. And then you're also going to need something to stuff them up. I'm going to be using polyfiber like always. You don't have to use polyfiber. You can use whatever you have on hand, really. But yeah, you just need something to stuff them up with. Yeah, so those are the materials you're going to need. So now for the colors. So these are the colors I'm going to be using for the one I'm going to make in the video right now. So I'm going to be using the neon blue bands for his face here and his arms. And then I'm going to be using black for the back part here. You're also going to need some purple for the cape here, as well as a bit of gold and silver for the little arrow here. And then 4 darker blue bands for the eyebrows. And then some red for the arrow here. Well, not the arrow, but like the thing he has on his head. But yeah. So those are the colors you're going to need. Other than that, we can go ahead and get started. We are going to start off by making his arms and legs. I already have his legs here and one arm done. So I'm going to show you how to make the, I'm going to show you how to make one arm, and then you'll go ahead and pause the video and make the remaining 2 legs and 1 arm. Yeah. So both arms and legs are just a magic ring of 6 stitches. So you're going to go ahead and start by wrapping a band around your hook 2 times. So 1, 2. You're going to go ahead and grab a single band, and you're going to pull that through this band here that you wrapped around your hook. That, like that. And then now you should have something like that. Then you're going to go ahead and reclaim this onto your hook right here. And then you're going to want to pull the top band through the bottom band, and then pull, but not super tight. That. Then you want to go back inside this wrapped band. You're going to pull another band through, just through that. And you're going to reclaim, leaving you with 3 loops on your hook. And you want to go ahead and then pull the top band through the bottom 2 bands, and then you're going to go ahead and repeat that step 4 more times. So pulling a band through the cap band here, reclaiming, and pulling through the bottom 2 bands. Okay. So now you should have 6 stitches. So you want to count the teardrop looking things right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 is on your hook right here. And since I'm using a holding hook, I'm just going to go ahead and place this on there. Yeah. So that's that. So go ahead, pause the video, make your remaining arms and legs, and then we can go ahead and get started on his body. So for the body, we're going to go ahead and start off with a magic ring of 6 stitches. So go ahead and make your magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have my magic ring of 6. I'm going to go ahead and place my C-clip on the band that's on my hook right there. And now for row 2 is going to be an increase around to get to 12 stitches. So going into your first stitch here, you're going to want to pull a band through that, and that would be your first single crochet. And then you want to go ahead and go back into that same stitch, pulling another band through, and that's another single crochet in the same stitch. So you're going ahead and doing 2 single crochets. You're doing 2 single crochets in each stitch, and at the end you should have a total of 12 stitches. Also, very sorry for any background noises. I have my window open because it's very hot in my room, so yeah, there's gonna be some sounds of cars like that, so yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so finished up row 2. So I'm going to count to make sure I have 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 is on my hook. So now row 3 is going to be a single crochet increase to get to 18 stitches, and we're also going to be adding in the eyes in stitches 3 and 9. So going into your first stitch here, you want to do a single, your second stitch, an increase, and your third stitch here is going to be a single, as well as where we're going to add in the first eye. So you want to go ahead and pull that through. If you're using wrapped bands, it's the same way, and if you're using safety eyes, then those will be added in later. So now stitch 4 is an increase, stitch 5 is a single, stitch 6 is an increase, stitch 7 is a single, stitch 8 is an increase, and then stitch 9 here is going to be another single, as well as where we add in the second eye. So like I said, you just want to pull it through, and then that was stitch 9, so stitch 10 is an increase, stitch 11 is a single, and stitch 12 is an increase. Stitch 12 is also your last stitch. So I'm gonna remove my C-clip here, place it on the one that's on my hook. So now you should have 18 stitches. So I'm gonna go ahead and count them. So 1, 2, 3. Number 4 right here is going to be a bit tiny because of the eye here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 right here is also very tiny because of the eye. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is on my hook. So now moving on to row 4, we're going to be doing single crochet increase to get to 24 stitches. So yeah, you're doing 2 single crochets and then an increase. So going into your first stitch, single, next stitch, single, increase, next stitch, oh, and then you want to make sure you go into the first tiny stitch here. You want to make sure you go into that one. Oh. Oh. Okay, so I have finished up my row, my row 4. So now you should have 24 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So our next round, row 5, is going to be a single crochet around in the 24 stitches. And we're also going to be adding in the ears in stitches 4 and 15. So we're going to go ahead and quickly make the ears. So for the ears, you just want to go ahead and wrap your band around your hook 2 times. That. You're going to go ahead and just pull your band through that. Oh. Okay. There we go. So just pulling your band through your hook like that. So this right here is your ear. That. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put that to the side. Make another one real quick. There. So our ears are gonna go in stitches 4 and 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go ahead and pull my ear through. So that was stitch 4. So now 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15 right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the other ear through. Okay. Yeah, okay. And then I'm just gonna finish doing single crochet up into my C-clip. Okay, so I finished my row 5, and now row 6 through 8 is going to be single crochet around in 24 stitches, and that's a total of 3 rounds. So go ahead, pause the video. I'm gonna go off camera real quick and do the 3 rounds of single crochet in your blue color, and then For you, you would have to pause the video. But when you're done with those 3 rounds, go ahead, unpause, and come back. So I finished up my 3 rounds of blue. And now moving on to row 9, we're going to switch to our black color. So going into your first stitch here, you're going to pull a black band through everything on your hook here, and that's going to count as your stitch, slip stitch. And then now you just want to go ahead and do single crochet around in your black color. I have made it to the end right here for my row 9. And instead of actually continuing to our next row, row 10, we're actually going to go ahead and add the face details, so like his eyebrows, his nose, and the red thing on his head. I don't know what it's called, but we're going to go ahead and add all that. So yeah. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the actual nose. So you're gonna need 4 of your blue band, and you're gonna grab 2 bands here, and you're gonna wrap them around your hook once. You're gonna grab those 4 loops, I guess you could say, and then you're gonna want to go ahead and wrap those all around the hook once more. There we go, I did it. And then these 2 bands, you just want to go ahead and slip knot them together. I'm going to use my fingers. That. And then you just want to go ahead and pull the wrapped bands onto that one band here. Ah, dang it. There we go. Okay, there we go. And then this, you can either go ahead and place it like right on the magic ring here, or a bit lower. I'm going to place it lower than the magic ring. So I'm placing it right under the magic ring. So pulling the bands through. Oh. Pulling them through. My camera moved, there we go. I'm gonna flip this inside out, and I'm just gonna go ahead and tie this into a knot. I moved my tripod a bit. Oh. There we go. Okay. Oh no, the nose. got all messed up. Oh, that's fine. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the eyebrows. So for the eyebrows, I'm going to be using 2 bands, 1 for each eyebrow. So I'm just gonna pull the band through. That. I'm just gonna be pulling it through like that and flipping this inside out real quick. I'm just gonna kind of pull the band through. Actually, no. Holding onto both of them, I'm just gonna go into a stitch right here near where I placed it, right there. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and pull a band through that. There we go. And slip knot. Now I'm gonna have something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the other side as well. Okay. Gonna do the same thing. Right there. Okay. And then if you need to, just go ahead and pull on them a bit. Also, go ahead and push your eyes in if you haven't done so already. There we go. So now, all that's left is to do this part right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go grab my red. I'm gonna use the Cylindric Ruby red color, just because it was the closest red to me. But you can just use normal red, like I did for this one here. Yeah. So for this, you're gonna want to go ahead and pick a spot somewhere here on the head. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you're gonna want to start somewhere here in the center. So I'm gonna start here. And I'm going to pull a band through. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm just going to do single crochet up to the blue. So you want to stop right before the black. And this doesn't have to be straight, but just try not to like go like all the way over there, like all the way over there. Because it won't be completely straight, but that's fine. And then before we continue, you want to make sure you're good with the placement of it. So I like where mine's at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this off of my hook and place my hook in going the opposite way. And I'm going to do single crochet in these 3 stitches right here. So you don't want to go into this one, or actually, yeah, you do want to go into this one right here. You wouldn't really consider it a stitch, but you want to go in there too. So you're going into 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh great. Okay, there we go, I got it. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn. And then I'm going to go into these 3. So there looks like there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, but I only want to go into these 3. So excluding this one. So those 3 right there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn again. I'm going to go into these two. I want to go into the 3, not 2. 1, 2, 3. And then on the last one here, you want to do a slip knot. Like that. Seems so long. So it does look a bit longer compared to this one, but that's probably because I used normal opaque bands, and for this one I used cylindric bands. So yeah, so if yours looks a bit smaller and you're using like the opaque the normal opaque reds or jelly reds, that should be fine. Yeah, so now nose, eyebrows, red thing. Okay, so yeah, that's all we have to add. So now we can go ahead and continue doing single crochet around. Moving on to row 10, we're going to do single crochet around in the 24 stitches. And we are going to be using black for the rest of the tsum. And we're also going to be adding the arms and stitches 5 and 10. I think I already said that, so I just repeated myself, but that's fine. So yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So here on stitch 5, I'm going to go ahead and add the first arm, then the arm throw. So that's stitch 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go ahead and add the other one here. Here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure it looks good right there. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and finish doing single crochet up to my C-clip. Okay, so I've made it to the end of row 10, and now the next 4, the next 4 rounds are just going to be single crochet around in your black. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to quickly do those 4 rounds, of black, and then for you just pause the video and then unpause when you're done. So go ahead, do those 4 rounds of single crochet in your black, and then come back when you're done. So I finished up my 4 rounds in black, and now moving on to the next round, round 15. That's we're going to be doing single crochet around in the 24 stitches, and we're also going to be adding in the actual we're gonna add the actual legs in, okay, there we go, in stitches 2 and 7. So got my legs right there. So 1, 2. Gonna add my first leg here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was 7. Once you've added your legs, then you're just going to go ahead and do single crochet up until your C-clip. So I finished up row 15. Now for the next 3 rounds, we are going to be decreasing to go ahead and close him off. And yeah, so the next row, row 16, is going to be single crochet, decrease to get to 18 stitches. So what that is you're going to do 2 single crochets. So 1 single, and then you're going to do a decrease. For your decrease, you want to go ahead and grab the front loop only of the first stitch here, and then you want to grab the back loop only of the next stitch, and then you just want to pull a band through like that, and that's your decrease. So going ahead and repeating that pattern all the way around until you get to your C-clip. So 2 single crochets and then a decrease. Okay. Okay, so now moving on to the next row, row 17, we're going to be doing single crochet decrease to get to 12 stitches. Oh, and you should have 18 stitches by the end of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is on your hook. So like I said, we're going to be doing single crochet decrease to get to 12 stitches. So single, decrease. Okay, so now, before we move on to our last and final row to close them off completely, you want to go ahead and stuff him up real quick. So I'm going to go off camera and quickly do that, and then I'll come back when I'm done. So I have went ahead and gone and stuffed him up real quick. And now we're going to do our last and final row, which is row 18, and for that we're just going to be doing a decrease all around to get to 6 stitches and just pretty much close them off completely. So you just want to go ahead and do decreases all around. Okay, and on your last decrease, you just want to do a slip knot to close it off completely. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slip knot another band to our closing off band. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pull this band through the 6 stitches here. And then if you can't pull them, you can't pull the band through all 6. I'm going through at least 4, should do the trick. And this is for when we pull this, it'll close it off nicely. Yeah. So once you made it through all of them, just give that a little pull. Bam, it's closed. And then you can just go ahead and hide that band here. Okay, clean up the stuffing here. Okay, so that's that. And now we can go ahead and do the cape here. So you're gonna go ahead and need your purple color. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that real quick. For the cape, the way I did it, it's kind of 2 parts here. So this part right here is one part, and then this part is another part. You don't have to do it that way. You can just do it all just one way. But I did like this, so this side right here, it's a bit longer than this actual part. So that's how I'm gonna do it again for this one. Like I said, you don't have to do it like that. You can just do it all just one part and it's all the same. That works too. But if you're gonna do it like how I did it for this one here, I started off somewhere around the arm right here. So on where the black meets the blue. So I'm gonna go right here, and I'm going to go ahead and do single crochet all the way to the other side around here. Oh. There we go. One more. So once you've made it from one side all the way to the other, you're going to want to go ahead and take this off your hook and go back in, but the opposite way. And then you want to go ahead and do single crochet going back all the way to the other side where you started from. Okay, so I'm only gonna do that once. So once you've made it all the way to the end here, the last one, you just want to do a slip knot. You can make how can I say this? This piece here, you can make it like longer, but I think it's good like that. So on the last one here, I just did a slip knot. I'll go ahead and hide that in later. So now we're gonna go ahead and do this part right here. So going behind where we did this part here, a bit higher though. So I'm gonna go maybe around here. Oh, right here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start from right here. So that's like maybe a stitch or two from above from where I started for this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and do single crochet up onto this side somewhere, maybe around here, like how I did for this one. Okay, so I have made it to the other side here, and I want it right there. Okay, so now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to do single crochet going back to this side over here, back where I started. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to go off camera and do a few more rounds of going just back and forth. And then I'll go ahead and count them and let you know how many I did. And you're welcome to do more or less than that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, this one. Okay, so I went ahead and did 4 more rounds of going back and forth in the purple, and then on the last one I just went ahead and slip knotted it to finish it off. So this is how mine came out with the 4 rounds. If you want yours to be like that, then go ahead and do 4 more rounds going back and forth, single crochet in your purple. If you want it longer, you can go ahead and do more than 4, or you can do less than 4 if it's too much for you. Yeah, so is it recording? Okay, yeah. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually do this part right here, where it's the, I don't know what to call this, this part, and then the arrow here. So we're gonna make the arrow real quick, and then we'll go ahead and do this part. So for the arrow, you're gonna either use gray or silver. I'm gonna use gray for this one. So you're gonna start by wrapping a band around your hook 2 times, like that. And then grabbing a single band, you're gonna wrap it twice, or once, I guess. And you're gonna pull this through. And then you're just gonna chain 3 more. So wrapping the band around your fingers once, and then pulling it through. That, I'm gonna do that again. Okay, this is gonna be the little arrow there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab another single band here, and I'm just gonna pull it through and slip knot, that. And that's the arrow, the gray part right here. And now we're going to go ahead and do this part right here using your gold or yellow. I'm going to use gold for this. So you're gonna start off here in the corner, and then you're just gonna do single crochet, making your way up. So I'm gonna start on the very edge here. Pull a band through. That, I'm just gonna do single crochet going up, diagonally. That. Okay, and then on the last one here, I'm just going to go ahead and do a slip knot there. That. Oh. Okay, so then that's that, and then I'm just gonna pull this through here to hide this off. Pulling that through. Okay. So now to actually add that, so add the arrow here, you're just gonna want to pick one of the stitches here. So I'm gonna pick this one because it's right in the center, I guess you could say. And then I'm just gonna pull this through. I'm trying my best to pull it through. That. There we go. Okay, so I got it through, and then this part I'm just gonna pull it down through here. You can also just cut that off, but I'm not. So I'm just gonna pull it down through a stitch here. Okay, and then that's that. So now we have that added on, and we're pretty much done. So that's the end for this tutorial. There's nothing else to it. I hope you like the way your Yondu came out. And if you have Instagram, make sure to post it on there and tag me on there. My Instagram will be in the description below, so I can see how yours came out. I would really like to see that. And yeah, but other than that, I really hope you liked this tutorial, and I hope this video wasn't too long, and I hope it was pretty easy to follow along with. But yeah, so other than that, have a good rest of your day. And for me, it's Monday, so maybe it's not for you, but if it is, have a good rest of your week as well. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.